Aho. Today's message, I have a little bit of reservations speaking into it just because of the subject matter. However, I know that it is very crucial that I deliver this message because it could potentially make a huge difference in many people's lives. With that in mind, I also want to say, do not hold me to anything because it's only going to help or work for some people. And so what I'm referring to is I'm going to be talking about the jab and some of the options and ways that those who have received it can potentially minimize the effects. And again, I have reservations about speaking into it, but if Spirit gave me this, put it in my heart to speak about it, I know that I have to honor this message and deliver it. So please feel into it, do your own research, because again, this is not something that I can prove that is going to be 100% effective. In fact, it's not going to be 100% effective, but I do feel strongly that it's going to help reduce and help with the process of for those who have received it. So with that said, I know that I had mentioned in one of the other messages about how to go about reducing or detoxifying for those who have received it. And so I just want to remind those who, have watched it, and also I feel like I need to speak into it because some of you have not watched that video. And so what I'm receiving is that there are going to be some stuff that people can do to minimize or detox from the effects, and it's not going to be for every jab, it's only going to be for certain ones. So if you know somebody that has received it and is having regrets, this is something that you might want to share with them. But again, please let them know that this is not something that has been studied or even that I'm aware of. People have not yet implemented it. But again, I have a responsibility to deliver this message. You could do what you feel with this message, take it, leave it, disregard it. But again, my purpose, my reason for delivering messages is to help, to guide, and to really just guide people through this horrible time that we're living in. So here's what I'm receiving. If you have received the jab and it has been very recent, I feel that you have a better chance to detoxify and minimize the effects. And what I mean by recent is within 2 weeks. And then up to 30 days, you still have potentially, a better chance to detoxify. But you do have to start right away. So what that looks like is I've been shown and heard also from other people. This here is not my own. It's not my own suggestion. I got it from someone else, and I'm sharing it again because I have shared it in the past. But what you can do is add a tiny bit of detergent, organic detergent, into bath water, and some alfalfa. So I guess it's the stuff that the animals eat, right? The horses, the rabbits, I believe rabbits eat that as well. So you can get a few pellets, or just, I don't know how it comes, or what how the different options are. But if you put those two things in your bath and you allow yourself to sit in there, it pulls out, it detoxifies your body. And so what you do is you do that, and then right after, you want to then take a shower and scrub yourself from any remaining potential toxins that might be on your physical body. Put some gloves on and clean your shower or your tub really, really well. Utilize, anything that you feel is going to disinfect. And so that's one of the things. The other thing is do a full detox. So there's kits if you go to a natural, like a health store, organic type of place, and do a 2-week, I would even do a 30-day detox, and really cleanse your entire system out, all your organs, your blood, everything. So you want to do both things. And then the next thing, and this is what I'm receiving, is, and I don't really talk about this because it's such a sacrament, a sacred sacrament, and I don't share unless Spirit sends someone to me and asks specifically about sacrament. But Spirit is asking me to share because, again, it can potentially save or help a lot of people. And so I know that I had received this before, but I didn't say anything because it's such a big responsibility when I speak into this. And so again, if you resonate with it, fine. If not, let it be. But what Spirit is showing me is that Kambo, and I'm not going to go into all the details of what Kambo is, but if you begin a treatment of Kambo, or I hate using the word treatment, but really it is in this case, because you want to be able to do several sessions so that you are detoxifying and really establishing your cells. So what Kambo does, just briefly, is it is pulling and releasing and detoxifying your body deeply, but also it is putting in peptides into your body so that you can reproduce new cells. And I had to sit with it because, again, it's not something that I share with people about, but I feel that I've been receiving this message over and over, and it doesn't go away. So I have a responsibility to kind of put it out there. But you need to do further research if this is something that you think that you might want to, I don't even want to say explore, because again, it's not something to take lightly. It is a sacrament, but it is very healing. And putting it out even just on video like this makes me nervous because I don't want it to get into the wrong hands. We know who I'm talking about, and then they try to cancel it or take it away because they know that it's going to help people. So please share with discernment. Don't just go sharing it, because I want to protect the sacrament. And so I've been very hesitant about speaking about it for that reason. So please, again, do your research. And if you have questions, message me on the side. I'm happy to give you more details on it, but I don't feel comfortable giving a whole lot of detail about it here. So that's pretty much what Spirits is been telling me for, gosh, it's honestly been maybe even a month, and I've been sitting with it just because I'm so protective of sacrament, and this is something that it's my responsibility to protect. But I do work with the sacrament, and if you feel called to understand it deeper, I'm happy to explain. But you need to reach out, and I also encourage you to do a little bit more research with someone that that you can trust information with. I don't necessarily suggest going onto the web or internet, because you really can't trust anything that's out there anymore. Everything is controlled, and they don't want you healing. Really, that's what it boils down to. So you might come across something that says that is not good for you or dangerous, and they'll scare you out of receiving something that is good for you and that will help you heal, because again, they want society to be kept sick so that they can continue profiting off of people's illnesses. So that is the message. And aside from that, I am receiving that I need to remind everyone to go back into just paying attention what provisions you have, making sure, don't go crazy, but just be mindful that you have reserves, food, gas. As you guys seen, unfortunately things have been coming true as far as what I had predicted last year. As I said on the last message, I don't always get the timeline or specific details of when it's going to happen or where it's going to happen, but unfortunately the stuff that I had predicted is happening now. And as I said, 2 messages ago, or even the last message, I said, okay, get ready, here we go. And look what has happened since my last message. A lot is definitely, full speed ahead, and things are now moving quickly. So I encourage and urge you guys to be mindful of where you're at in your mind, in your emotions. Keep yourself grounded, keep yourself connected to God, because when you're connected to God, and then you're stable, because your spirit is solid. Your spirit is who you are. It's not your body. It's not your physical body. Your body is just the vessel where your spirit is in at the moment through this experience. And we have to take care of our body. Yes. Otherwise, we can't be in this realm. We can't experience this realm. However, your spirit has to be intact, meaning you can't have fear in your heart or in your mind. You want to be able to be balanced in your emotions. So when you're connected to God, then that's when, again, you're in the center of self, and from there everything else branches out and becomes balanced. So make sure that you are still in your prayer and that you're mindful of just remaining healthy. Give yourself the breaks that you need, but then go back into continuing to speak and share and educate people on what's going on, and make sure you have your community that's going to support you as we move through this this process that, again, we're full speed ahead and has snowballed, and it's just going to get more intense in the next couple of months. But it had to happen this way in order for it to then get completely dismantled. As always, I appreciate you, I love you, and hang in there, stay strong. Aho.